Hello, sorry, I've elected to go on the play round one. I was away making tea, so I'm a little behind on the clock. I don't think this is a mulligan. We've got a turn one player, Museum Mortis and a Cryptborn Horror. On the draw, this certainly wouldn't be a mulligan. One day I'm going to stop getting these awkward two-land hands. I mean, it's awkward that we've got two, maybe three 6-drops here, but I think the fact that we've got a 1-drop kind of helps. It's not the ideal hand by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, we're playing Bellows Lizrad on turn one. Who wants to be playing Bellows Lizrad on turn one? Nobody, that's who. Bellows Lizrad is terrible. I can't think of any tricks he could have. Certainly not overcharging my Bellows Lizrad to get in there for 3 and a card. What's this? Electromancer, sure. So what do I reckon, folks? Chances that he blocks? I reckon chances that he blocks pretty small. If he blocks, I'm more than happy to make that trade. That is a trade I will make. Is the trade he will make. Do I want to play Cryptborn Horror as a 1-1 trample? No, I don't think I do. So he declares no blocks. I pump. Bellows Lizrad being just about as bad as I anticipated here. God, I mean, if this guy was a cackler of some kind. Okay, so he injunctions it for on the cheap. He now gets to get in there for 2. Let's see, I could Mortars away as Electromancer. That doesn't feel too good. Could play Cryptborn Horror as a 0-0. God, this card's terrible. Let's see, I mean, he injunctions then didn't play a land, so he's clearly on a no lands plan. So if I Mortars his guy, I think that means I'm probably able to get in there for more next turn and really kind of capitalize on the fact that he's mana screwed. Okay, well that's extraordinarily annoying, but what was I supposed to do? Okay, so here I pump, I think, once, and then play my Cryptborn Horror, as opposed to pumping twice and just knocking him down the extra peg. I mean, it's a little awkward giving myself a 2-2 trample, but hopefully I draw a land and can crash in there next turn. Can't imagine he's unleashing this here. In fact, I imagine he goes for the double trades next turn. Ooh, do I want to trade my Cryptborn Horror on the defensive? No, I don't. He's got trample, I've got Dino Charge in hand. Sod Dino Charge. Let's crash in there for the extra 5 damage. This is good. Getting down to 5-4 haste puts me in a much stronger position this game. If I'd known I had the land, no, because I'm never going to... Yeah, he blocks. He takes a ton here, so he blocks there. Yeah, he's down to 7 now. So he has to block the crash next turn. He doesn't even know that he has to block the crash next turn. And I can remove 1 blocker. So if he gets in there with Electromancer, he's dead. Ooh, is he dead anyway? If I Deviant Glee, the Crasher, give it Trample, and then Dino... I think he's dead here. I haven't done all of the maths. Damn, Deviant Glee's good. So probably he's going to do the math now and just concede. I'd really appreciate that. Yep. So my opponent got mana screwed, which I'm not too unhappy with, to be honest. I didn't see a ton of his deck, but he seems like a good player if he's playing quickly. Is it possible I want Slaughter Games over like Bellows? I mean, Bellows was pretty good there. But I can Slaughter Games for Goblin Electromancer and get like a 2-for-1. Unfortunately, because I Slaughter Games on turn 4, no, that can't be right. If I'd seen like some massive bomb, which I really couldn't deal with, then I could bring in the Slaughter Games. But because I haven't, then there's no point, because even though there's 2 Electromancers, Slaughter Games on turn 2 is bad. I'm not going to Slaughter Games on turn 2. I can't Slaughter Games till turn 4, by which time if he has Electromancers in hand, and you really want to be getting cards out of his hand with Slaughter Games, he would have already played them. I would not like to mulligan this. I'm on the draw. 1 mana makes it good. It's not a great hand by any means. It sort of needs to draw lands and spells. But I don't feel like it's a mulligan. But certainly, this isn't my god draw. It's far from it. But like I said, I mean, if both of those were swamps, and if I'd gone with the 8-8, there's as much chance that they would be as that they wouldn't be. Then this hand would be terrible, and would not be keepable. But because they're both mountains, this hand's... I don't want to say fine, but Okay, that's good. That's extra lands I can discard to my Racketeer. That's not utterly horrible. Okay, is it Keyroon? That Batterhorn's going to come in handy. Okay, here I think I'm just going to discard Dino Charge. I don't feel like I'm going to be Dino Charging a ton this game. I could use a different card. Yeah, see, that's a 1/1 I can't cast. It's fantastic. So, what's his 5? Just detain stuff. Sure, that guy you're allowed. Unleashed? Come on, unleash it. You know you want to. Or not unleash it, because then you can't block, and that's fine. He's thinking about it. He does not unleash. Okay, so his plan is to block. I could mortise his guy, but I don't really want to. So I just go Mountain Pass? Yeah, ugh. Really hope to draw a Swamp off that Racketeer. But hopefully he'll go on playing creatures, and eventually in the late game I can just Mizzium Mortars as a blowout and win the game that way. This hand's pretty well equipped for a slower game. Do not like seeing him get card advantage, though casting that at sorcery speed is something I'm fine with my opponents doing. Okay, we'll carry on staring each other down. My awkward all mountains draw versus his awkward all islands and his Keyroon draw. Okay, what's he got for the double red? Vassal Soul. Sure. Is he going to get in there now? He's welcome to. Yeah, he does. More mountains. I was just looking at this hand thinking, you know what this hand needs? This hand needs extra mountains. I think I'm going to get in there. I don't think he's going to trade. I've said that I'm not trading. And yeah, Racketeer's not doing a ton for me, as it stands. So this turn, if he plays one creature and I draw, say, another mountain. Ugh. More inspirations? Christ. Whatever he's digging for, once he finds it, I'm in trouble. Okay, play another creature. Play another creature. Play another creature, I draw a land, I get my 4 for 1, I get in there for 2. That's just my goal here. That's perfect. Come on, land, come on, land. Any land. Any land, any land, come on. So, I could start playing guys here, but I feel like blowing out his board. This is every creature, isn't it? Yeah, every creature I don't control. This is just a 4 for 1. This is, I mean, his 2 inspirations mean he's not in the worst spot in history here, but he's not in a good way. Hopefully he doesn't have Syncopate, that would have sucked. Anyway, and I get in there for 2. This way I have to take 2 off his Keyroon. Actually, taking 2 off his Keyroon is pretty bad, and the 2 damage is fairly irrelevant, because his Keyroon lets him get some card advantage, lets him loot. Ooh, what's he got? Rune Wing, sure. I'm just gonna, my next couple of turns are just gonna consist of dropping Tenement Crashers and crashing in there. This turn I'm also going to make a Slitherhead, because I can. Ooh, Mono's running slowly, probably because I'm trying to record a draft at the same time as playing it. I need a better laptop. Da-da-da. Obviously playing the Slitherhead post-combat. I don't think it's going to significantly affect his blocks. He can animate and block. He can... Yeah, he chooses not to block. Okay. Is there some kind of enchantment for his Rune Wing? I mean, it feels to me that blocking there... No, I suppose blocking there he doesn't really gain a lot. He's just chumping, but he gets to draw a card. But that implies to me he thinks he's on some sort of beatdown plan. Hopefully the second Tenement Crash will put a stop to such thoughts, but we'll see. What is this? Okay. So he skywatches my Crasher. Flies in there for 2. It's certainly not a race he's winning. Gorehouse Chainwalker, Unleashed. Okay, it's a race he certainly thinks he's winning. What's he got in hand? That means he thinks he's winning this race. I can play 2 creatures this time. I can go Cobble Root and Dead Reveler, which is good. And save the second Tenement Crasher. If I can crash in there with 2 Tenement Crashers. Or I can Assassin Strike his Skywatch. Yeah, if I Assassin Strike his Skywatch, I can attack with the Vishnu Racketeer and the Slitherhead. Which feels like it's got to be good. And while playing multiple creatures is a good idea. I mean, I've got a lot of cards in hand. Once I've got all these cards down, I'm winning the game. I have to be sure that in the meantime, I don't just die to a ton of flyers. And to that end, killing his guy as soon as possible. I mean, I suspect he's probably discarding a land here. He's made all of his